大家好，这里是 Jeff， 一个今晚打篮球的频道。本集影片要跟大家分享的是 DeRozan 上 Podcast P 的节目，其中收录了几个有趣搞笑的对话，放在这次的精华影片中。看完影片后，你会发现 DeRozan 的嘴也是挺臭的。
I played against the Miami Bron. You had your moments when you were in Toronto against the Cleveland Bron. How did he evolve to you?
The way he read the game, dictate the game, control the game, and it necessarily never have to be with scoring.
There was moments where he would call shit out when we playing him. He'll just blow up the whole play like, nah, it's going over there, it's going over there. He knows his plays down to a T, and he knows your plays down to a T.
He definitely knows to a T. Because he also know people's tendencies too.
Do you have a play that really stuck out to you when playing him?
We was down 3-0. Obviously, we lost game 4, but I just remember, because I was out the game, I just remember him shooting that one leg floater and it going in. I was just like, this is it here. That was like the end of my time in Toronto. That one haunted me for sure.
I think he put me away too, man. That was my last time in Indy. He got me up out of there too. They swept us 4-0.
Yeah, we was swept too.
Yeah.
We got swept too.
I gotta ask, where the name Debo?
Nobody really asked me this, and it's crazy because in middle school and high school, all my teachers, everybody only called me that. That was it. It all started when I was in 6th grade. I always used to hoop at PE with the 8th graders. I remember I got into it with one of the 8th graders, big dude. We ended up getting in a fight, and I beat him up. I've never told this story. And the whole school was just like, oh, he got beat up like he was Debo.
Why did the fight start? What happened?
Because I was so, athletic. I was dunking. I was doing all this every time. And I always used to beat all the 7th and 8th graders we playing. And one of them just fouled me real hard. And we got into a scuffle, turned into a fight.
Oh, wait, hold on. You beat up an 8th grader.
Yeah.
And you was dunking.
In the 6th grade, yeah.
God damn.
2 days before the draft, they gave me a guarantee. If you at 9, we're going to take you. So I had to go sit my ass at the federal building and get a passport a couple days before the draft.
Wow.
That's how it worked out. I didn't have a passport, nothing. And the crazy thing, my whole first year, I was by myself because nobody in my family had a passport. Wintertime coming around, I'm wearing Chucks in the snow, bro. It was crazy. I was still eating gyros off the side of the street. That was my dinner. I was stuck in it. I was stuck in it. I didn't know. I didn't know what a chef was until I seen the older guys going home saying, I'm going to have a chef cook couscous. I don't know. My first couple years in the league, everything is such a first that nothing somebody could tell you could prepare you for it. You got to go through it. You know what I mean? And those moments for me was everything, honestly.
How did you feel about the tweet that LeBron sent out? Bronny was better than some current NBA guys.
We do guys a lot of sorry in the league. I'm gonna be honest.
No cap.
I'm the type of dude, I keep my opinions myself. I chill. I play the backseat. But being in the league so long, you realize how many don't love the game of basketball, who take it for granted, who feel so entitled, who just want everything that come with it, but don't want to put the work in. It's so frustrating. You know what I mean? We played in an era where you had to earn everything. So you got so many guys coming in thinking they just should be playing because they homeboy told them they nice. And it's bro, you're not good. So I definitely got Bron's standpoint of that because you'll be surprised.
It's a good, 450 of us? It's a good 75 to 100.
Stinks.
Good dudes though.
本集影片由 Surfshark VPN 赞助播出。Surfshark VPN 有别于其他 VPN， 使用双重数据加密功能，保护你的网络使用。时下经常出现许多个资外流的案例，这时如果有 Surfshark VPN 的保护，问题就都不大了。它还能够瞬间改变你的 IP 位置，成功解锁受区域限制的影片，包括 Netflix 影集，还有 NBA League Pass 里的特殊影音内容，并且在全球100多个国家设有至少3200台伺服器，加速你的网络使用体验。其速度就好比篮球界的 Ja Morant， 而且你只要拥有一个账号，就可以同时在无数个装置上使用。现在点击影片下方资讯栏连结，输入我的专属优惠码 JFSports， 直接手到订购，即刻享有专属优惠，还可额外获得3个月的免费使用，并保证30天全额退款政策。
When did the pump fake get so effective? It don't work for everybody.
No, it don't work for everybody.
I'm not a pump fake. I look silly.
It's not for everybody.
I look silly
Do
pump faking.
it again. No one jumps.
The guy who taught me the pump fake was Sam Cassell. He used to play for the Clippers when I was young. My uncle was real close with Sam Cassell. I was 15 years old, 16 years old, and he always used to break down the pump fake to me. It's like, man, you get to the spot, you hit him up with this, you hit it with it again, they don't jump, then you just shoot over them. I used to watch film of them, and I'm like, yo, this really works. It's definitely an art. It's a field. Every single night I play, a guy could be guarding me. You will hear the bench, you will hear players on there saying, stay down, don't jump. They still do it. You know what's crazy? He'll tell you, we played them in the playoffs. They had a rule. You will get fined if you jump.
No bullshit.
What?
That's a
Yes,
sick
put it in
rule.
the pot. Yeah. Yes. I didn't get fined, but we definitely had guys that had to put money into that pot. When that play is going on, like I'm in front of him and I'm like watching the time behind him and it's going down. At what point is he going to make his move?
Yeah.
And I see him sizing me up. So I'm like, I know this is not about to shoot this from here. So that's why I jump before he jumps because it's like 2 seconds left at this point. Like it's going to be a tough shot. So I jump before he jump to make the shot even tougher, bro. He sidestep it. The whole time I'm like,
This is what people don't understand. If you've never been in that situation with that type of player, you don't know what it's like. Because if you press up on him, he drive, you know what I mean? 35 feet away from the basket. It's a tough fucking shot that only maybe 2 people in our league could fucking shoot and make that with ease.
I was emotional at the time. I got killed
That was
in the
good.
media. Dame say, oh, he hating. It was a bad shot, but to his respect, a hell of a shooter.
So my whole career, I always wore Kobe's. And I remember it was a time I played against Vince Carter earlier in my career. And he was like, man, you wear those when you play versus Kobe? I was like, oh, no. I'm like, fucking, I ain't wearing them next time I play Kobe.
Yeah.
He ain't about to have no mental edge on me. So I remember wearing some Jordan 10s. We walked out on the court. He looked at me and said, the you got on your feet? He just shook his head at me. End up killing him. Right? Story. You can look that up. You can look it up. He ended up tearing the ass up. I remember he had the game-winning shot, but before the game-winning shot, they called a timeout. He walked past and said, y'all left me too much time, right? Came out, hit the game-winning shot. Walking off the court, he said, yeah, don't wear them ever again. I've never put on a pair of Jordans again in the NBA game.
I had got shot up to play because, both my shoulders was f***ed up. So I wasn't playing for like a week or two before the playoffs started, just to let the medicine, start to work. But I'm nervous going into the series because I ain't played basketball in 2 weeks, and now we about to start the playoffs. We played a couple games. So I sent him some of the edits from the Portland game. He hit me back like, hold on, I'm in the movies with my daughter. I'm going to watch these clips and I'm going to get back to you. 3 hours later, he gets back to me and like literally a paragraph detailed out on what I need to do. So I go into the game and that was all that was on my mind, the shit that he was telling me to do. Bro, sure enough, the game was just easy. Wow. I was seeing the defense. I'm getting to my spots. I'm reading where the big is coming. Like everything that I was telling him I was having trouble with, the game was just like this now. Shout out to the Beam, man.